Yeah, so mild technical issues aside, yeah, he's very outspoken about humanity's need to stop relying on um, on heroes and to start, push putting heroes aside and focusing more on like relying on the government and stuff. He also talks about how heroes tend to bring in major cosmic threats. Like he doesn't think we'd be involved with problems with the time baron if it wasn't for heroes kind of originally inflaming him and stuff. That's
Can
his
we
politics.
assume in a real world there'd be like philosophy of like these powers, right? Can we assume that there's some sort of doctrine that people have come up with to be like pro or anti mundane?
Yeah. There's like cults based around it. There's also just different political movements.
And
Um,
like social sciences kind of aspect. I want to engage him in a societal conversation about how at some point every human will be a superhuman, and that we're the canaries in the coal mine. We're just the precursor to a genetic fact that everyone eventually will become this way.
nice. I think you're trying to provoke him. Like
Is
you're
that with
what is provoke with? Provoke is with uh superior. It's right up your wheelhouse. And you get plus
I'm
one.
gonna provoke him, yeah,
Yeah. So like
and I will use my plus one.
everyone else is like flirting with him and stuff, and you come up and you're just like, I don't agree with your politics. Just like
Yeah, straight out. I'll say, "Oh, you're Damian White. I'm gonna Adrian White. I'm gonna destroy your policies right now in front of you."
full hit. Yeah. And do you like slip in there like? So he's totally
No, I'm gonna walk. I kind of like walk up straight up to him, and then I just like brush off his guards or whatever trying to stop me, and I just straight up confront him about this ideological conversation. And then if he engages with me, which I think I've got, I'm going to try to make him think. I'm gonna convince him that I want to be have this conversation alone.
yeah. So I think like you go up to him and you spout off something like a very good point. Like that's the thing. It's not like
I like Googled it really quick, right?
yeah, you googled it. You probably know a little about this anyway. So you get it off before like your hand gets pulled behind your back by Adrea, and she's like twisting your wrist like very subtly so no one could take a picture of it. But like
Mm-hmm.
she was gonna drag you away,
And
and then Adrian's
I'm
like, no, no,
probably assisting with like the making it look like nothing's really happening. I just want this to look natural. So I'll like even if I'm being strong armed, I'm trying to look pretty and in control.
yeah. So I think Adrian notices like the arm getting twisted and just like raises a hand briefly, and she stops, scowling. And then it's like you talk for a little bit, and you say like, no, it's too loud to talk. It's a nightclub. It's like we can't talk about philosophy in a nightclub. We're not those wankers. Let's go talk in the private rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which he
naturally,
probably has free access to. He's
yeah,
rich.
like you probably say like, can you get into the private rooms? And that's just like, oh yeah, yes, we're up there.
Can we get a private room? I can barely hear you. I'm really interested in this
Yeah,
conversation.
is that something you can do? It's like, of course that's something I can. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, he takes you up to the private rooms, and you end up in there with him and his like two bodyguards. And he's not like hitting on you. He's making like zero like skeezy advances. He's just
He's
having
just fully into the conversation. I'm
yeah,
into this.
and he makes
Um,
very good solid points. He's very good at this. Like I haven't done like debate or anything, so I don't know how
mhm.
you would go about it. But he's clearly like if
It's
this
mostly
guy's a
deflect,
master.
deflect, rebuttal.
Yeah, deflect, rebuttal, turns your own words back on you. But he treats it very much like sparring. He's enjoying it.
So this is perfect because he's playing into it. I want to escalate the conversation to where he's uncomfortable having extra people in the room.
Okay. Um. So
So it's really just me and him. I want him to be like, okay, ladies, step outside really quick. I'm having a conversation.
you got a full hit, so I'll give you that. So you talk and talk away. It's not so much that he gets uncomfortable with it. It's that he tells peace
Like
to.
mostly, I want somebody. Can I like ask if I'm thirsty? Can I get something to drink or something? Like
Wow, Andrea is not okay with that. Andrea is not okay with that. But it's kind of a case of like he tells peace to put the briefcase in the back room. So she heads off into like a side room, puts the case in there, and then gets a work call and goes outside to take the work call.
Mm-hmm.
And Andrea ends up effectively getting bored of the conversation and goes to patrol, which you think means go to the bar. So they do eventually leave.
Okay.
Like they buy your thing hook, line,
We've
sinker.
just gone straight into this conversation has gone on so long and so like arduously that they're just like, okay, this is fucking all right.
So during the conversation, he brings up that since superheroes have since these heroes have shown up, the escalation has been non-stop. Like, it started off with kind of frivolous heroics in the golden age, but criminals started to emulate it, and you began to get these like supervillains. They were relatively harmless at the time, but they were still more dangerous than your traditional mobsters. Like, they did more outward things. And then when the Silver Age came along and the heroes got more powerful villains appeared, and they created these city-destroying threats that could eventually lead to an apocalypse-level event. And during the Bronze Age, he brings up all these like case studies of like terrible things to do, and he's trying to influence you. He wants to put your
response is that it's a statistical analysis of the amount of metahumans in a time frame escalating towards current day, right? So
yeah.
I want to break down the information that he's giving me more than he has and say, if you look at the statistics and rise in those power levels of these, it's not because that there's a greater amount of superheroes. It's just there's a greater amount of supers.
Yeah,
and
it already sounds like
scenario.
It already sounds like you're refusing his influence.
Yeah,
because he wants.
I want to bring a really powerful statement, and then I want to say, I need to use the ladies' room really quick.
Yeah, but
so
first
I want a powerful response, and then I want to leave really as fast as possible while he's still thinking about it.
Yeah, cool. That's all fine, but first you've got to reject his influence because he's trying to put your mundane down and your danger up.
Okay, how do I resist then?
So it's just a 2d6 roll. There's actually a button for it.
Oh yeah.
And you reject someone's influence. It's 2d6 plus your let's have a look on a hit. No, it's just 2d6.
It's just the 2d6.
Yeah.
Is there any modifiers from my successes? Okay.
No modifiers to this one.
So flat 2d6. Here it comes. Rejecting.
Let's have a look. So you got a partial success, which means you can, on a partial success, you can choose one. You can clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. You can shift one level up and down of your choice instead, or cancel their influence and take one forward against them.
The last one, and I will leave to go to the bathroom. But secretly, I'm trying to get into where his briefcase is.
Okay. So he loses his influence on you.
Okay. And then I have +1 towards this ongoing situation, right?
Plus words towards him ongoing, yeah. And you slip away to the bathroom, I'm guessing to try and figure out a way into that back bit.
Yeah. I'm not actually going to the bathroom.
So, meanwhile, back in the main... Can
I also ask for like a sit rep on the situation as I'm leaving?
Well, you'll be getting one in just a second as soon as you're out there.
Just from my character's perspective,
there's
going
to be an explosion, bro.
Okay. Oh shit! Okay, never mind. Here we go.
So
I'm shutting up.
Vector and Shade, you're there, and as you're watching, you finish talking to this woman. You notice that your brother, whose name I have written down somewhere, your brother...
Lucian,
thank you. Yes, there is. Lucian has kind of put his finger to his ear and looks confused and has begun to talk, and he looks towards the stage, and him and his people begin to move in the direction of the statuette. His men kind of backing him up, and a few more. You notice looking around, a few more groups of people turn and begin to move in the direction of the statue.
Okay. I'm guessing the statue is on a pedestal encased in glass in the center.
I don't think it's encased in glass. It's just on a pedestal in the center.
Okay.
Up on this stage. There's like some velvet ropes around. Every now and then they take someone up to have a look at it, like in little groups. There's a little bit of like polite security up there, like well dressed security.
It's still rather busy, right? Is there like pieces on like the floor, like museum pieces, just like
Yeah,
around?
there's some minor. There's still like the when you get in a museum, they've got like the glass cases in the middle of the kind of floor for you to walk around.
Yeah.
They've still got some of those out, and yeah, they've still got some of those out there, like for people to look at.
I just say to Vector, we need a distraction. If you could get someone to make it look like they've bumped into one of those pieces, make it drop. Everyone looks over there. I can swoop in, get the relic. We need it out of their hands, above all cost.
I don't know if I can make it like discreetly. I'll try.
Okay.
So if you just want to like reach out your hand and gravity shove someone into the into like a piece, you can absolutely do that. That you don't have to roll or anything. That'll be a little bit obvious. If you're wanting to be a little more subtle about it, like I'm guessing like Vector normally does like motions to go with his powers.
Yeah, just put
Help
his
control.
hands like that.
If you're wanting to try and do it without making a motion to reveal yourself, that would probably be an unleash your powers roll.
Okay. But I'll try just to like lift a hand up, like make someone's foot very light, so it just like oh.
Yeah, if you do it without motions, if you do it like with motion, you don't have to roll. But
Yeah, I won't.
Cool.
I won't.
I'm making my way to making my way towards the stairs where everyone is, just like kind of off center.
Yeah.
Just to get closer to what's happening. Yeah.
Cool. So Vector, you reach out your hand and you like swipe it, and this guy stumbles into one of the exhibits and like bangs his shoulder into it, and I think it's in like a glass case, but he like stumbles hard enough that he bangs into it, and then you use a little more gravity to shatter the glass, even though it probably shouldn't shatter. And there's like people back away and there's commotion. I'm guessing you do this on the group with Lucian. Yeah.
Yeah. So like while that's happening, like I was to try and do two things. So I wanted to try, since it's not encased in glass and it's just on like a pedestal, I wanted to use my psychic constructs to make it basically make like an illusion of the piece being there, while I use my telekinesis to basically throw it off to the side and then whip it round to me.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that would definitely be unleashing your powers. It as an adult move, it would be like
Wield.
it'd be wielding your powers, like so you can do it with precision. But I think you've got to do it like it's a bit more aggressive, it's a bit more untamed your way. But you can definitely go for it.
Do you want to do 2 rolls for each action?
No, I think it's one use of your skills.
Okay.
Vector, like they stumble and the glass smashes, and you notice that Shade's brother definitely is looking at you and grits his teeth, but he's like, as he's doing it, security is making their way over to him. The whole party's looking in their direction now, but he's looking at you like, you did that, you motherfucker. Oh, gee, everyone's so powerful. Nice. Wow, everyone is such big freaks.
Yeah.
I would be.
Awesome. So you do it. Like, you just get what you want, don't you, on that? So
yeah.
Let's see. Unleash your powers.
Yeah,
On a hit,
reshape
you do
around.
it. No conditions or bad side effects. So you make an illusion of it, and it flies into your hand. No one notices in the distraction, and I'm guessing you illusionary make it disappear, but it's still in your hand.
Yeah, so like I make it look like it's still on the pedestal, and then I let's make it look like there's just like nothing in my hand, like it's the light around it is refracting, so you can't really pierce through it.
Badass. As you're doing that, the other groups that weren't with the brother push their way up onto stage, run over to the item, and they knock, they they begin to get aggressive. Like, they punch out a security guard, knock him off the stage. They run over, and one of them, like, grabs the idol, only his hand goes through it. Like, you've just moved it. He runs, it goes, whoosh, whoosh. What the And they look around in confusion, and, like, security begins to move towards them, like, what the hell's going on?
I just start, like, not running, but walking fast to hide behind, like, a column or a statue, and put a hand to my communicator and tell to Pry things are getting a little bit aggressive here. What are you doing?
As you say that, the side wall of the museum explodes out the way. Like, pre-planned explosives go off, blowing out the side wall.
Oh, wow.
And Pry, you hear like because you're just down the street, you just hear a big doom.
Like, feel the vibrations, and
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
feel the
shit.
vibrations in your feet.
And I'm just, like, talking to her at the time.
Things are starting to get out of hand. Kaboom!
Oh, man, what a fucking perfectly timed message.
Yeah, so it goes off, and you see, like, they're supposed to run out now with the statue, but they don't have it. So they begin to look around, like, and they begin to reach into their outfits, and from, like, shadow pocket dimensions inside their jackets, reveal handguns. Like, I mean, they pull them out, and they're about to, like, start pointing them at the crowd and shouting.
We need to leave now.
What a good hero.
We need to protect civilians.
Ooh, I hear this giant explosion.
Yeah, you hear an
Yeah,
explosion.
I just tell to Evergreen, big guy, it's your turn. Come on.
And you just see, like, I guess, like, you hear a small creak as he smiles. and
A beetle.
he's
moves
like,
up.
he just says, where? And I'm going to come busting through if I can.
So, yeah. Just after the explosion, Evergreen blasts through the other door on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I have
no. Oh, no.
I have a
Oh,
move called
yeah.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, like,
where it says when I smash my way through scenery to get away or get to or away from something, I can roll that to see if, like, I get certain things.
nice.
Like, if I want to bust through the wall and go at them. So I
Yeah,
can go ahead and roll
that's
that if you want.
definite. Well, if that's what you're doing, that's definitely. Yeah,
For
go
sure.
for it.
All right. It's called Go. There's no situational bonus or penalty. Is Shade in direct danger? Like, y'all are all in direct danger, right?
They're not actually making any
Directly- not directly?
Not directly. No, they're pointing guns at the crowd. The civilians are in direct danger because it's escalating.
All right, there we go. I get a 9, so I choose one. I can mark a condition, leave something behind, or take something with me. I think I'll choose leave something behind, and that's like the trail of those people that I lost before. Like, I scared them off, and maybe I could have tried to follow them through the shadows or something, and I leave them behind. Does that make sense?
Do you choose or do I choose? Let's have a look.
I don't know. I think it might be you. It doesn't. It just says choose one, so it might be you. On a miss, it says GM's choice. It's probably
Unstoppable.
you.
On a hit, world breaks before you and you get what you want. No, choose one, mark a condition, leave something. Okay, so you choose, yeah. So you choose to leave something behind, but I choose what it is you leave behind.
Okay, yeah. So I choose leave something behind. If that, yeah.
Yeah. So what you leave behind is a trail of destruction, a wanted one. You were a little too aggressive in your motions, and behind you see like an ancient Egyptian sarcophagus. Treat her and begin to fall down, and it's well, unless you do anything directly to stop it next, it will smash on the ground pretty hard. But you get what you wanted, which you burst through, and
Alrighty.
all the attention of all these guys like turns to you, and they panic, like they stop looking at the crowd, and they begin to
Yeah,
fire, but they don't do anything. I'm guessing if they shoot you.
I wouldn't think so. But Evergreen, he sees that falling, and he sees weapon, and he grabs it, and he's gonna throw it at him.
Just whips the sarcophagus at somebody. It's like 800 pounds.
Yeah, you're directly engaging a threat.
already.
So Pry, what are you doing? Are you going to continue your mission to get the
Hopefully,
case?
With the commotion that's happening, I can get into the room quicker and out faster. Because I'm assuming it's only 2 blocks away from a major explosion.
Aye, but it's a nightclub, so people don't really hear it. It's outside. It's outside their little world right now. It's not giving you any advantage.
Okay. I'm really afraid of my boss, so I'm just gonna keep doing what he says first.
Awesome. So before you throw that evergreen, we need to make up our team pool because we are now like engaging the problem. We're like, you're facing the badness.
Yeah,
So-
you called evergreen, so it's time to go.
Yeah.
It's time to get green.
Time to get
Clobbering
green.
time. Yo, man, that's so good. I'm going green.
Save the planet. I'm
Save
Captain
the
Planet and Hulk in one superhero.
Right, so I just got to find. There's a wee bit on when you team moves. Do-do-do-do.
I think it's in the peripheral moves.
Yeah. Oh, is it? That'd be very happy and convenient for me.
Team mechanics. Yep.
Yes, there it is. So we're making up our team pool. So we add 2 to the pool straight away. So I'm going to put 2 in. If your leader has influence over every person, add another team.
I think
Prize the leader,
I
I
don't.
think. So
Yeah.
no.
I mean, I have influence over everybody, but I'm not the leader.
Yeah.
Wait. So I have influence over 2 of you, I think.
Yeah.
So
Well,
no.
actually, I guess it matters. Is Pry the leader for this mission, or is it Shade? Because this is slightly more
It's-
connected.
I suppose I'd have the most intel in it, so I'd be given the most information. So
Because this was mostly you thing, right? I found the intel, I gave you the information, and I said I would help.
yeah,
Awesome.
But
So,
I mean,
yeah, I
it's
think
usually
this is Pry's this is Pry's job. This is Pry's
So I'm
baby.
neglecting my job now. I feel.
Sorry,
I
yeah,
understand.
sorry,
that.
no, sorry. This is Shade's job, and this is Shade's baby. So I think you're the leader for this mission.
Mm.
So you don't have influence over everyone. I'm pretty sure.
nah.
If everyone has the same purpose in the fight, add another team. Pry is off mission, so no. If any member of the team mistrusts the leader or the team, remove a team. I don't think you mistrust him.
No.
How many members does that require?
If any member.
I distrust you. I also kind of have an affection towards you, but I distrust you because my boss.
Okay,
Plus,
so
I did
that's-
just say leave everyone and go.
Yeah. Cool, so that's -1, so we're on 1 team point. If the team is ill prepared
It
or
should be
off balance.
Yeah,
we
the
got
2 'cause at
two
the
and we already had
same
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, so you've got 2, sorry.
Yeah.
No wait. No, you had 2 and you didn't get 1 for the team having
We
influence over
start
them.
the game initially with 1
Oh,
team,
I
and
wasn't
then we
including
had
that.
2
This is
for the
just-
initial combat.
Yeah,
Oh,
these are just
sorry.
the ones adding for this. Ignore the one from the beginning of the game.
Sorry, I was keeping a total then. Sorry.
Yeah. So we're down to 1 from this new bunch. If the team is ill prepared or off balance, remove 1. I think you're actually pretty well prepared because you snuck in.
Yeah.
So you're just going to get 1 team point because somebody is off mission. Because I
Sorry.
made them choose who are be.
Yeah.
So you get another-
obligations. They came in.
Yeah, you get another strong, muscly, fiery man. Cool.
That's also someone can, if the leader wants to take a condition, they can keep 1 point from leaving.
Oh my god,
that's
I've
a
just I tried to alt click the like to drag everyone to the team pool, but I tried to do it in XSplit and I accidentally did something really weird to my overlay.
Oh no.
It's cool. It's cool. I'll just quickly change that. Oh fuck. Yeah, keep going, sorry. So yeah, what do you do?
Well, I think Evergreen was about to go green.
Yeah.
Yeah, Evergreen's going to go
Yeah,
green. Cool. So
so-
you've got 2 team points to use to help him if you want to.
Yeah, so the mechanics for the team is just like you can choose to give someone a plus or like how does it?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was about to
basically
ask the same
you can
thing.
spend a team point to say you're kind of like if you theoretically could help, you do help. So
But I guess just one by
and you get a
one.
+1. Yeah, you get a +1. I think it is.
Is,
It's a +1 or a
right.
+2. I think it's a +1.
All right,
can be
yeah, so
best
it's like if this is
with,
an important thing, you add a point because the whole team's working together on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like
I get
dive
that.
or something.
Yeah.
All right,
Or
yeah.
you
So
really wanna get that
I don't
hit in.
think Yeah, I don't think unless y'all want to spend a team point, I think we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah, go for
You
it.
can spend a team point if you.
I'd say save
wanna
it,
spend
but
one,
that's my
or-
call.
Well, you can
Save
choose
it?
after. You choose after.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
That's
you
what
can
makes
do
it
that.
powerful.
That's
Fine, then.
important.
Let's roll.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
directly
save it.
engage a threat by throwing a priceless artifact at it. And missing.
Miss.
Even with those 2 team points, I wouldn't have done nothing.
So
So
you
Much experience.
Market potential.
excellent. Yeah, mark potential. That's great. I
Lord,
love
Lord.
games where when you fuck up, you get experience. I think that's
Yeah,
like
So you,
a
it's
great
like
thing.
the you've got more experience. Next time when you throw a sarcophagus, it'll be dead on.
For sure. Straight up.
Straight up. Cool. Let me just look at my moves.
I tried, y'all. I tried to be
You
Hulk.
tried. You lift it up over your head. Well, that's the
Well,
thing.
to be honest, you're bringing perfect Hulk. Hulk smash.
Yeah, absolutely. You lift it up over your head, preparing to throw it. Just seeing my moves. Can I make you take a mighty blow?
Who's going to be hurt from you throwing a sarcophagus without any disregard for human safety?
Oh, yeah. You're gonna take a mighty blow. Fuck it.
Catch factor.
I just think everybody can get hit by a car or something. And I
Yeah.
can. So
You lift it up above your head, and as you lift it, like that woman appears in the shadows around you, like of the shadows of the sarcophagus, looks up at you, grabs you by the front, and then you suddenly reappear like 50 feet, probably more than 50 foot up in the air at the top of the like at the top of this big like vaulted room, still holding the sarcophagus over your head, and you fall to the ground, sarcophagus over your head, and unless somebody's going to attempt to use the defend move, you'll land on the ground and take a mighty blow.
Yeah, I'll try and telekinesisly hold him.
Oh
Cool.
man.
I'm imagining that like reveals you. Would it make
Uh,
yourself appear?
Well, that's mental. So I don't think my body literally transforms.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's not
Fair
like an
enough, yeah.
illusion. But they probably would know it was me because of
Yeah.
my power signature.
Awesome. Yeah, I think Shade's going to get to it first. So, Shade, roll defend, and I think what's defend? I think that's savior.
Yeah, it's a straight roll.
Just a straight roll for you.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
Yeah.
what does that mean? Defend. Savior for the NPC on a hit. Keep it safe. Choose one. Cost you. Expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. And you don't get to choose one. Clear can. So. Cool. So. I think you're right. It wouldn't normally make you appear. From like. If you, because you know it's a different kind of power. But you're so taken by surprise by the fact he's falling when you do go, vroom, you stop Evergreen and like just before he hits the ground, like woo, holding this sarcophagus so he doesn't go splat. But as you do it, you kind of let you change yourself back.
Concentration.
Yeah, concentration / maybe instinct. Like
Yeah.
you know, it's a little trigger in your head. And your brother, who's across the room and just like he had guards coming towards him, but they're distracted now, sees you and goes, "Brother." And 2 like swords made of darkness appear in his hand, and he starts running towards you.
That's so cool.
Oh, I should say he would know my name to be Damien.
Okay, Damien. And he starts charging in your direction. His men like moving, kind of to subdue guards. No, they've not opened fire on any guards yet. And because Evergreen got what he wanted when he immediately charged in, I reckon a lot of the guys, like I said, are still confused, especially since the big target disappeared. I want to know what Pry's doing.
I'm trying to get this information so I can get back to my team because I know my boss needs this. I'm too afraid of him to like not do what he tells me to do.
Okay.
So I need to get this done and I need to get to my team because I don't want them to like be pissed at me because it's annoying.
How are you going to sneak there? Like, it got put in a back room in the VIP bit.
I'm tiny. Can I just like sneak through some vents and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
I also have my abilities as so my shared ability with my mentor is stealth, but my own ability is detective skills.
Yeah, so you could definitely find a way of doing it with your detective skills and then try and stealth. Should I make you do a move for this?
That's mostly my question. Yeah.
I think you have to unleash your powers of stealth. You have to.
Gotta be freaky.
I'm +0 on freaky. I'm fine with this.
Yeah.
And I fucked up, but I have a +1 ongoing, so that makes it a hit.
Yes, so that makes it a 7. So on a partial success on unleash your powers, I should stop minimalizing this so quickly. Marking condition.
I have all my windows open in different sides, so I can click through them quick.
Yeah, mark condition, or the GM will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary. So you make it into this back room. It's I think let's go super like sleazy with it. It's like the front part was kind of like a lounge, but the back part is straight up got like a bed in it. Like
oh yeah,
like a
is it a twist? Is this a spinning bed?
Yeah, it is a spinning bed,
lights?
but it's not started spinning yet.
Yeah, all the lights are off. This a creepy love room with the lights off is extra creepy. I feel it.
So you slip in, and as you kind of get in, like you drop in. We just see you drop in for a segment. Are you now dressed as Pry again, or are you?
I'm probably still in the dress, but without heels. I'd probably ditch the heels, but I'd probably still look like Pry. I didn't have time to change during the situation because I'm trying to get this done quick. So I'm probably just like dusty and dirty and in a sequin dress without shoes on.
Nice. So we just see like drop down, like land, and you kind of get up, and you can see it, the suitcase is on the bed. Like
I'm going to assess the situation because that's what my training taught me to do. I'm mindful of my surroundings. So I will roll on that really quick.
Yeah, I don't really know what's to assess. It literally it's.
Oh, it's not scary because you made it sound scary. That's why I was going to do that.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you might as well. You can assess.
You were like, the broom is dark. It's on the bed. I didn't know.
But that's what you want when it's stealthy.
I know, but that's the most horrifying part of it.
I'll try and figure out answers to these questions when you do them.
I honestly, I want to know. I got a 10. Can I get the briefcase and leave right now without causing any ire?
Assess the questions. Okay, how can I best end this quickly?
Yeah.
How can I use? No. Because you realize that someone's about to come into the room. That was your kind of fallback from the getting
I
halfway.
could hear
That's
them walking around or something.
Yeah, because that's how it's temporary. Like you got in, but somebody's about to come through.
That makes sense. Fuck. Can I subdue them quickly and quietly?
Maybe if you directly engage the threat when they come inside.
If I wait for that to happen, will I have a bonus towards stealth? Like surprise them and ambush them?
Yeah, because you've used your assess the situation, so you get your +1 from that.
All right. Then I'll wait for that person to come in, and then I will attempt to knock them unconscious using judo or jujitsu, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Cool. Using fancy Batman family ninja skills.
I like to. I think Oculus kind of fights with gun fu, like what's that fucking movie?
Equilibrium.
Yeah, I think he kind of fights V for Vendetta Equilibrium style, very gun fu. It's very, very hyper violent and very fast.
Yeah, although you don't have a gun right now, unless you're just like cracking them with the gun.
I think I don't use that yet. I'm not equipped to that. I'm mostly designed to be stealthy and sneaky. So I have the gun fu aspects, but not the killy gun fu.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about earlier. It's rubber bullets. That's your excuse. It's fine.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
rubber bullets.
Sure, fine. I have BB guns with rubber bullets that are powerful enough to knock a man unconscious. Fine.
Yeah, because that's what rubber bullets do. They just cause like internal damage. I mean, regular bullets cause internal damage too, but less obvious. Brilliant.
What the fuck?
Brilliant. Hello. Thanks.
Are
Jen.
you shitting me?
Jen,
you're
always
That's a natural 3.
You're always so good for this kind of stuff, Gent.
Oh man. Okay, here it comes.
Okay, I was going to have somebody else come for the door. I'm still getting used to the move, so I'm kind of being a little fast on this with them. I'm going to have you mark a condition because of who comes through.
Fuck. Okay.
So the door opens up. You lash out you've done it 100 times, like back of the head, like crack, chop to knock someone unconscious, yeah? And then you're going to like throw them to bed. You lash out, your hand cracks into the back of their head, but they don't move in the slightest. And you just make a big ding, like hard donk.
Oh, god damn it, she's fucking here!
And Peace turns around. Like, she's quite a tall woman, like, but she looks at you, like, with her, like, kind of confused, bemused expression. I need you to mark
this tiny Asian woman just chopped me in the head. What the fuck?
I need you to mark the condition hopeless. Because you just chopped somebody in the back of the head and just got reminded how powerful some people in this world are.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Vector, what are you doing? You can see, like, the guys on the stage look confused at the moment. They were turning their guns on the crowd. They now look unsure what to do next. You can also see Lucien moving in the direction of Shade, who is, like, psychically holding up Evergreen. And, like, the idol has appeared in Shade's hand as well because of the effort of what he's doing.
Yeah, so what I wanted to do is, when I told Evergreen to come in, I immediately took off my my clothes, under which I had my costume.
Yeah.
And start, like, charging up my powers. So that's a Nova move.
Yeah, you want to...
Gonna wreck it!
You gather your burn, don't you?
Yeah. That's it. So...
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Oh my goodness.
So does anything happen on a miss for this?
Yeah. I'll hold 2 burns and mark 3 conditions.
3 conditions?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's serious.
Wow.
I get more powerful as I mark conditions. Like, when I roll this later.
Yeah, but that is also, like, that is also
Yeah.
your hit points, so...
Yeah, I know.
That is some stuff. Okay. Let's have a look
This is
here.
a good one-shot, man.
Which ones do you mark? Because that'll tell, like, how you're gonna fight.
I think you are afraid, angry, and insecure.
Okay.
You are, insecure in this moment. You suddenly realize how, out of your element you really are. You feel like battle anger well up inside you as you burn this energy, but you're also afraid because you're surrounded by innocent people you might accidentally vaporize. Well, implode would be a better word.
Don't forget our cool points, though, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I guess I'll just use burn to use again a burn move. It's called Snatch. I can immediately take seize any object up to the size of a person from someone within view. So take the statue from Shade.
Okay.
So he can fight freely, and Lucien cannot reach the statue.
Is there a roll for that, or is it just use a burn?
No, it's just spend 1 burn to use your powers to seize any object.
Alright, so the statue flies out of your hand as Lucien comes towards you, lands in vectors, and then, I guess it makes sense. What does Shade do? You can let Evergreen down now, and he's not going to, like, crunch into the ground with great force.
Yeah. Like, I just kind of look at Lucien as he's coming towards me, as he says that. Let Evergreen down, and I use my psionic constructs to basically make the same kind of blades that we used to use, because we used to duel and he always used to win.
Yeah.
So it'd be my versions of those blades, but it'd be the psionic constructs.
So, like, he's got blades of darkness, and yours are like, are they visible blades, or are they like
the same? It's like, I've got like a description on my thing. It's got a black energy appears in the image, Shade washes, so it's the same black energy.
Yeah, so it's the same kind of dark swords.
Yeah.
Okay, and you moved against each other, and you directly engage a threat.
Yeah.
Bitching. Brother!
God
quote.
damn it, Lucian.
What did you get?
10.
10? Lucian's gonna get his ass kicked. On a 10?
Dude, this is like the last fight between the Zuko and
and
Azula, dude. This is what I'm seeing.
actually,
Avatar, the last
Yeah.
Airbender. It's fucking brutal.
Okay, pick 2. You trade blows, pick 2. You resist or avoid their blows. You take something from them. You create an opportunity for your allies. You impress, surprise, or frighten your opposition.
I don't think the bottom one applies because he's used to everything I do. So I would. I'm just thinking, and I need to get this relic out of here. So I create an opportunity for my allies, and I resist taking his blows.
Alright, so you're like, totally got his attention,
Yeah.
but he can't land a hit on you. Like, he's good. Like, he's super quick. He's like,
Yeah.
I think it's very, like, over-the-top Jedi fighting from him. He's spinning around and, like, doing fancy
Yeah.
jumps and stuff. But
And
you're
he
able
always
to...
used to win as well. He always used to beat.
Yeah, so he's getting annoyed that he's not just throwing you around like he used to. And you create an opportunity for, I think, Vector to escape if Vector wants to. Or, like,
yeah,
like
I'll see.
he's not focused on Vector at all, and neither are his men.
yeah. I think I'll just start like making me as light as possible to fly away.
So
Just floats away.
do you just,
Yeah.
do you just fly away and leave the scene?
No, just trying to stay quite close, but out of reach from the henchmen.
Okay, I mean, I think you're already... I don't think they really know you're there yet.
Oh, okay.
Like, you've kind of not done anything particularly aggressive, apart from trip up Janus, Lucian, who is now focused on his brother. So they're already not... So you can make a more drastic change if you can think of one.
I guess I'll try to defend civilians if they are more in the room, like in danger.
Yeah.
Like push them out with
Gather them all up in your gravity at once and,
Yeah.
like, just shove them out the door. Like,
like
boom, everyone out. Wow, that's definitely, I think, unleashing your power.
yeah.
In a crazy, like, I lift up everyone in the room and they just go out the hole in the wall, like, bye.
Yeah, definitely. So
Unleash your power.
The power
I-
of the Mardi Gras police.
I only have one burn left. Else I have overcharge, which allows me to spend 2 burn to get a 10 plus on unleashing my powers. But let's just roll. So
Yeah.
no
You rolled
burns.
badly. You fucked yourself up with your own powers. 7.
So it's a hit.
Let me just check something, because I don't think I affected... Because you're going to get minuses from your conditions. But I don't think I did anything that affected that.
No,
No, I did not.
hopeless.
Yeah, I think I deliberately avoided touching that one, so I didn't just, like, cut your dick off. So, you're going to manage it, but you're going to cause... let's see, what are they? I'm going to the wrong page. Now I'm on the right page.
I think it's market condition.
Market condition, or the
Stable
GM
or
tells you you're unstable or temporary. I'm just going to be a dick and make you mark another condition.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You're gonna go supernova.
What happened?
Oh shit.
Does something really dramatic happen if you, like, reach full conditions?
I don't think so, but
Not for the Nova, are you sure? Or because like the Doomed, their shit gets crazy as they start.
oh
seeing their
Overcharge.
doom
You channel
signs.
your full power incredible... Oh, no, that's not it.
no,
I was just wondering. That's fine.
It could be the moment of truth.
I don't think so. But it's up to you. But
I don't know. I don't actually know what... I didn't think I'd fill up anyone's conditions this game. I don't know what happens if you do.
You can wing it.
Yeah, I can wing it. I can figure it out. Assess the situation. I think you feel guilty because you use your power to just throw these people around like playthings. And you can see the terror in their faces you do it. You're completely taking away their agency or control of the situation. You're just using, and it kind of makes you think of Quantum Flux and how he treats people. Like he's quite uncaring towards mortal man.
Yeah.
So, if you do get there, if you need to mark mission and have no more conditions to mark, you are taken out. You lose consciousness or flee. The GM will tell you. You come back in another scene. You may clear one. Oh, so there's no like death condition in this game?
You can lose your character to chaos, to corruption.
Okay.
Yeah, it just depends on. Like, I think it's very like situational. Like,
Yeah.
if it feels like the fallen angel will die in this scene, it happens. Superheroes don't die a lot.
I mean, they didn't
Unless it's
until
very
modern.
dramatic, yeah.
I don't know if you, like modern comics, they just like shoot superheroes randomly in the head all the time.
Yeah.
Like your comic's not selling really well. We're gonna put your head in a fridge. Cool.
And then bring you back later when it could be cool.
I know, it's so crap. Yeah, you mark hopeless. Not hopeless,
Yeah.
sorry, guilty.
Guilty. Yeah.
Yeah. Evergreen, what do you do? There's all these guards.
Alright,
like
so-
Shade and his brother are duking it out really impressively.
Lightsaber fight, dude.
Yeah.
One side we got the brothers fighting
Yeah.
for their world, and we got Nova pushing out all the people.
Yeah, but there's still
still
the-
like the other guards, right?
Yeah,
That
there's
was-
still all these goons who were confused but are now starting to focus their guns on the group of you.
What? These police officers are bad.
Oh, you mean the
Jobs.
the actual security? They got completely overwhelmed. They didn't say.
they're out.
I
They're
just took him
Yeah,
out.
they probably flew away. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking brutal. Never mind. That's so fucking. Just whoop. Off screen.
Okay, there's no immediate threat, so it's not defending.
There is
So, I mean-
there is an immediate threat. Although it's not attacking anyone right now, but the guards are a threat.
Okay, yeah, so I was thinking of just defending Shade in this fight between his brother. I think that Shade can handle the situation unless it like turns, then I can turn around. But right now I'm just keeping them occupied with me, just throwing them around or at least trying to do that.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you could either defend or you could just engage them and like.
It depends on what your character wants to do.
Yeah,
right?
it depends on what your character wants to do. I don't know. It just sounds like if you're charging them, that would be kind of engaging them as a threat. I don't know
Yeah.
if they're an immediate threat right now. Like, they're a threat to
Yeah.
come, but they're not like zeroing in on any of your teammates yet. They probably actually shoot at you.
Yeah, if they turn it to me and they're not just trying to like bum rush the guy who the boss is fighting, then I will.
Yeah,
I will
they seem to
directly
actually
engage them.
they're kind of ignoring that fight. Like that's out of their pay grade.
Oh yeah, then I'm running right at them. They can come at me if they want.
All right, so you're directly engaging a threat.
Gotta wreck it.
Let's see if I can do better this time, guys. I gently put the sarcophagus down, and then I ran at them.
The mummy inside grabs your throat. Yeah,
No,
excellent, great.
Evergreen's terrible.
Evergreen is not actually a very violent dude. He's just not made for this.
No, I just rush and or whatever happens.
So
but I'm this big lumbering man in a museum, so
You're running towards them. They like bring up their guns. They're firing at you. Their bullets are just like going through you. They're bouncing off. And then suddenly there's a woman with black hair in front of you. She puts her hand on your chest. You disappear, and you reappear, crashing into a glass cabinet of like ancient plates and like artifacts and stuff. And you just utterly like destroy this this exhibit, like because you still had your momentum going, so she just touches you like on the side and you run past her and slam into all these things, and she just tilts her head and looks at you and goes, "That's twice now, come on," and disappears again.
oh my gosh. Okay.
Teleporters, man.
I'm about to say, is she trying to like make me feel bad or anything, or is she just like?
I think in
beating me
this
up?
case it's just that you've caused a great deal of collateral damage. Like you see
Okay.
like the effects of your powers, your great strength and like lack of control, and you just destroy this thing.
Yeah, you just see the bull in the China shop.
Yeah,
What you see?
it was all like ancient Chinese China. So Pry, your hand hurts.
Yeah. It does a lot, probably.
Karate chop to robot.
Right in the head. Oh man, that's gotta hurt. Where did my sheet go? I wanted to look at my peripheral sheet. I'm sorry. Basic moves, rather. Can I provoke them?
Into doing what?
Well, okay. When you provoke someone susceptible to your words, they stumble, and I can take one. I gain critical. I can gain a critical opportunity. They overreact, and I gain influence.
Yeah,
I
you
kind
have,
of want
you have
to provoke her into combat, but like, I don't. I want her to provoke her into like thinking that I have the upper hand somehow, even though I already karate chopped her and it was ineffective. I want her to at least try and like. I want to like say something snidey and quib that I might have like looked up through her dossier and make her stumble for a second.
Yeah. Do you want to pierce the mask first? Using your kind of extra knowledge about her.
Oh, can I? Well, can I get a +1 for that since I have info?
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's your call.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so I'll roll with mundane to pierce the mask with a +1.
Seven. So, with a 7, you can. They can instead choose one. They stumble, you take one forwards. Against them, they err, you gain a critical opportunity. They overact, you gain influence over them. Okay, they're going to choose to err first of all, and you're going to get a critical opportunity because you're going to be in shock. Because the thing you find in her, you know from her files that she the reason everyone thinks she's a cyborg, and you are aware she's a cyborg, is because before she was in a awful car accident that killed her 2 children.
So I'm gonna bring up her dead babies?
That is the way that you could definitely
That's
get
totally
a provoking.
what I'm doing. I'm going to guilt her about her dead babies.
Yes, be the hero.
Best
Yeah,
hero.
that kind of hero.
So I'm trying to convince her that her dead babies are the fault of like a criminal system that's been levied
you've got,
against her that
real
she has
quick,
no
you only have
ability.
like 7 seconds to speak before she just punches your head off. So
No,
it has
I
to be
know.
something
I
pretty
want to
snappy.
generalize it fast. Like this wasn't you. Your kids don't like. You could be better for them. For like, you can make a better world that they would wish to live in.
Okay, so you're not just going, lol, you killed your kids. You're actually saying
No,
something.
I'm emotionally manipulating her. I want her to be like, if you side with me, you're siding on the side of good, and your dead babies would enjoy that.
Okay, roll to provoke someone with a +1.
Thank you.
Sometimes I feel like a terrible person, and normally I like it. So,
No, are you kidding
wait,
me?
it goes up.
No.
I put the 1 in.
What's your?
You can spend the team point.
Wait.
right?
What's your superior normally?
My superior is +2.
Okay, so yeah, it did add that in. So I don't know how anybody could help him with a team point though, because they're not there to help.
Oh, is that not? Oh, it has to be specifically someone to help. It's
Well,
not just
how
spending the
could
team
if
point?
you could either quip up over the comm and then I don't know,
I don't know
like
if that
yell
makes
at her.
sense because like
Well, yeah,
the
I
comms
know.
are
There's no
bone.
real reason.
It's got to work in the fiction.
Yeah, so I don't think anyone can really, unless Vector wants to just blow off the roof and fly in here really fast.
Yeah. I think all we see, I think they are like it does sort of say they have to be within like a way, like it has to be quite apparent. how
It
they do it.
does. There's a. I think it says team members can also spend team to act selfishly,
Oh,
and when you act selfishly, you say how your actions ignore or insult your teammates,
Oh,
and remove one team from the pool.
so
I don't
is
know
that
if
all right
that's-
if I do that? I'll
I mean,
selfishly. I can say that I'll just use my opportunity here, and that's I'm not helping you guys, and that's how I like instead of trying to instead of switching my my concentration over the two aspects of this thing, maybe I'm like monitoring what's happening on your end. I completely just like ignore you guys from now on.
I mean, to be
and
honest,
this is my job.
Yeah, and you have been ignoring them, so that makes sense from what you've been doing. Roleplay similar. So yeah, I'll take that as a selfish use. So you get your +1, which is probably good.
Yeah.
Because you just like insulted a cyborg's dead, parenting.
I think something else comes up with doing that. It's something about shifting your labels, I think.
Yeah.
If you do that.
Oh, I think you do have to shift your labels, yeah.
Yeah, here we go. It's right here.
Team members can
Sorry,
also spend team to act selfishly. When they act selfishly, say how your actions ignore or insult your teammates. Remove one team from the pool and shift your label up and down, one up and one down. Your choice. You can use this option after rolling to alter the label that you're rolling with. Oh shit, that's brutal. So
Yeah,
I'm
so you
definitely
basically
going
spend the
up in
point.
superior, and I'm going. What do you guys identify with most as a group? Because I'll go down in that. Is it mundane or freak?
I think it's free.
Then I'm
Freak.
going.
I mean,
Yeah,
Freak.
so I'm -1 freak, and I'm +3 superior. I have a complex now for sure.
I think you're better than all of us now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
Damian Wayne.
yeah, you're going Damien. All right, so you shift your freak down and your superior up, and I like that reasoning. That's really good. And yeah, she errs. She pauses, your words hit her and give you an opportunity to, I don't know, do something.
I want to convince her that I get the briefcase.
You can't do that. There's no move you have access to that has that ability. There's one later on called Persuade. It's an adult move. You don't have access to that. Now you could maybe try Pierce, but I don't know. It's a really tall order, to get her to join your side. I think. Now this is more like you could maybe use the opportunity to dodge past her and grab the briefcase while she's paused, or make an attack of your
Can
own
I
of some
stun
kind.
her somehow? Could it be assumed that I had a taser and that she's now fully in my control? I could just taser her in the neck real quick and short her for
Yeah.
a minute.
You could jab some just jab a USB stick in there and download a virus
Yeah,
really quick.
something. I don't anything really. That
Yeah. That would be directly
I also
engaging.
have minor simple robots, so I might just have some sort of small machine that can help me interface with electronics just
Yeah,
on me usually.
Maybe a little spider robot jumps out of your cleavage.
Yeah, something it's a little brooch that I had on my shirt or something, and it just jumps off onto her.
That is much classier. Yeah, absolutely.
I imagine her not having much cleavage was the reasoning.
Yeah, she's young and yeah.
Asian.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I avoided saying that. Awesome. Roll to directly engage a threat.
Finally,
Finally.
You got it.
By the way, I hope you're recording.
my hands still hurt.
I hope everyone's recording potential for all these misses they're getting.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have two.
yeah. Evergreen,
I'm
go
halfway
back.
there.
You've got a couple. Cool. So you've directly engaged a threat, and you got a 10+, which means you trade blows and you pick 2. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for an ally. Impress, surprise, or frighten them.
Can I take her consciousness from her?
Yes, I'll say because that's kind of what you were going for. You're gonna stun her for a bit, and she also marks a condition, so she has a condition now.
Awesome.
I think she has guilt because you talked about her dead kids.
Oh, I brought up the babies, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
the
so
only way
you-
she can fix that is by sacrificing herself.
Yeah. The wee
I know.
robot jumps off, latches onto her sort of chest, her neck area here. There's a wee spark which you see she goes rigid. She doesn't fall over because she's a machine mostly, so she just stands completely still. But you can see her
Wow.
eyes moving.
Are her eyes moving around?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does she know that I've completely just shut down her functions?
From the death stare, probably. You know this is kind of
I'm
temporary
going
though.
to,
It won't last that long.
I'm gonna caress her and then pat her on the cheek a couple times and be like, "This was for both of our goods." And then I'm gonna try to grab the briefcase and leave the casino, the bar. I mean, this nightclub.
Yeah, cool. I think that's fine. Like, you go in, you go out the way you came, and you
Yeah.
you head out.
And then
Nice.
I'll try to rendezvous. I think at this point,
Yeah, you're probably
I'm
going to
just
arrive late to the party.
yeah, I guess
so-
I'm gonna head over to because I heard the Infelton explosion, and I
Yeah.
need to see that now.
So Evergreen smashed into a china shop. Victor's just gotten everyone out. Shade is battling the brother. What shall we handle here?
I'm down to see Shade fight his brother.
Yeah, Shade, do you want to keep battling your
Just
brother?
like that's like the center conflict, I think.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Vector because you see much him use much of his stuff, and I see him kind of like in the middle of everything. His chaos is going on. He has this relic that everyone seems to want, and people are in danger, and his teams are in danger. Like, what's he doing at this time? Because if he saves the people, he could lose the relic, and if he helps his friends, the people
Yeah.
could get in danger.
He's already
Vector's really
saved
the
the
key
people.
at this
Actually,
point. I'm
he's
super
he's
interested
already
in this.
he successfully he managed to gravitationally lift everyone in the room and take them outside,
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? Sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot.
which is pretty fucking amazing. Like,
Yeah.
use of power. So yeah, but I am curious. Like, Vector, you have no. Is there anything like you can see? There's these armed guards. There actually are probably like they didn't get destroyed by Evergreen. They're still a threat. You can also see Shade, but Shade seems like it's kind of a jewel of pride sort of situation. Yeah, you're kind of the linchpin now. Evergreen's like in another room trying to pull himself out of glass and shards of stuff.
Got a doily on my head.
Yeah.
Good.
I guess I'll charge up my powers again and try to unleash it on the henchmen.
Cool. So does that mean you have to burn again? Is that what you have to do, or
Yeah, definitely.
can you not use your powers just to like directly engage?
I think the idea is that he's very inexperienced with his power, and that it doesn't really happen unless he's really concentrating.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Should be that. So yeah, I'll just roll +4. So conditions marked. So
I'm waiting. Oh,
Yeah.
bated breath.
Oh, I better go to the right screen. There we go.
and
8.
Oh yes.
so I guess I'm out.
What does that do? Because I don't know the burn.
On a 7, I hold 3 but mark a condition.
Okay, so you fill yourself with energy.
And pass out.
Yeah, it's like I think what we see is like Vector. Yeah, Vector raises his arms. Everything in the room begins to float around him, like like all the probably non-valuables. All the guards like back up, and then like just like a wee nosebleed, and then
Yeah.
Victor falls and then floats like half off the ground and is just spinning gently in the middle of the room
With the statue in my hand.
with the statue in your
Okay.
hand.
So
I see
question
that happen.
about the lore.
Yeah.
Vector, when his powers manifested, it was like global things happening, right? When he's unconscious, does this kind of stuff continue happening?
No, it was just he was no longer really part of this world, and he didn't know where he was exactly. He
Okay,
wasn't
I was just
in his
wondering,
body.
like, you being unconscious,
No.
does that affect the rest of us now? Okay,
I think
just
he
wondering.
was in another dimension and he was lashing out in that dimension,
Yeah.
and it was causing effects here. But yeah, he's just floating
I
the
see.
room, and
Okay, so that part is you're fully tethered here now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just lore question. Sorry, continue.
So, did you already have full conditions
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
that, or did that mark your last one? Oh, dang.
No, that marks my
That's
last
the last one.
Oh, if it marks his
'Cause he
last
took
one, then I
3
don't think he's out,
What?
right?
Oh.
If it marks your last one, you're not out. It says when you're supposed to take one after it's marked.
That's true. You're
So
absolutely.
Oh,
you just
Really?
have the bloody nose,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
How many
Oh.
If
how
you
many
need to mark a
conditions did you
condition
take?
and have no conditions?
So it's 5. I
So-
get 5 conditions, so it's cool.
So cool. So you're.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
I get
let's-
barely
let's-
conscious. You're
Three
beat
hole.
up over your own powers. This
Can I
is
just say
insane.
he is definitely an actual teenager right now. He is afraid, angry, guilty, insecure, and hopeless.
Yeah.
Wow,
Full
the
teenager.
whole thing.
That's so rough.
Yeah. Plus bleeding nose.
Plus
You
bleeding
get,
nose.
you get a new pimple.
That makes you insecure.
His
And
voice
But yeah,
cracks
you
as
could-
he's charging his power.
You will face my fears.
Yeah, you can
Are
also take
the
him to a-
henchmen grouped, or are they like
They're
everywhere in
pretty
the room?
grouped. They're kind of standing at one side of the room, nice
Okay,
and
so
conveniently.
I'll try to focus my power to like invert gravity right on the location.
So they all just like suddenly crash to the ground
Slow
under
down.
great weight.
No, invert gravity,
Oh,
so they
straight up.
like
Oh.
go up really quick, like they fall up.
Nice. Yes, reverse gravity, lovely.
And so I spend 2 of my my burns.
So it just
to-
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just happens. They fly
Yeah,
up into
and
the
just
air.
like start flying around and like
I
Like,
imagine
it was-
them shooting straight up and smacking the ceiling. Like, if
yeah,
you just
it's
inverted
just like
gravity
if
straight up.
they're falling but upwards. So
Yeah, they just fly up, and like I said, it's a really high ceiling, so they just go up, 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 and smack, hit that
Oh
ceiling.
man, Vector's powers this fucking scene.
I love gravity manipulation. Like,
yeah,
there's a gravity controller in the DC Marvel universe called Gravitron, and he's like
yeah, it's
world
really
threat.
cool.
You don't fuck
Was
with that.
definitely an inspiration for Victor.
Yeah. Cool. Evergreen, Shade, do either of you do anything? Like, the guards have been dealt with. Shade, I guess it's just your fight to finish off here.
Yeah, I'm just like shouting and just saying like get out of here as I'm like trying to finish off my brother. Trying to like keep the voices out of my head.
Yeah, it's because they're going, kill, kill.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm just trying to do that. I'm just trying to keep aware of everything.
Kill him,
as
Kane.
as we're actually dueling, I'm actually just gonna like try and just sucker punch him with my telekinesis, just by like getting like when he does like a flurry of kicks, I'm actually just gonna grab him mid-air and just throw him against the wall.
Nice, okay. It's still directly engaging, because you're using your powers to directly engage. So, yeah, directly engage your threat. Dun, 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 dun.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so you're going to directly engage. Gotta bring it up again.
I love it when all the preemptive rolls completely fail, and then all the secondary rolls like nail it in. I love
Yeah.
that so much. You're like, you fucked up the initial combat. What happens next?
You get to pick one. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for an ally. Impress, display, or fight in your opposition.
I don't need to create an opportunity because then it takes one from them. It doesn't have anything I want. Avoid that.
Sounds like you might be trying to frighten him, like into
Yeah.
to running.
Yeah, so I'll probably do that then. I'll probably frighten.
Okay. So you need to resist a powerful blow. Because you are trading, like, you're trading harm.
Yeah.
But he's taking some more. But you lift him up with your telekinesis. He like slashes out with his sword, like kind of catching you across the chest as you throw him backwards, and he slams against the wall.
I was wondering, is there any way I can help with his resisting, or is that a solo thing?
That's a solo thing, I think. Resisting.
Yeah.
It's a weird roll.
Plus,
Alright.
I think you're in the next room still.
I mean, he could interfere, like,
Mm.
yeah, if he wanted to. He's close enough. But I think resisting is something you can really affect. So where are you? Resisting. There we go. Take a powerful blow. Roll plus your number of conditions, which you don't have any of. You must remove. Let's see. Choose one. And who chooses one? I guess you do. You lash out verbally, provoking a teammate to foolhardy action or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, your opponent gets an opportunity. You struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
I'm not really sure what the first one means. Like,
You lash out verbally, provoking a teammate to foolhardy action or take advantage. If you have influence over somebody, you could use it to give them a condition.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Evergreen wanted to come up and help you, but you could just say, "Stay back. This is my fight."
yeah.
And, like, upset Evergreen.
Or you could like
You'd have
the
to
i-
lash
I
out
think the
harder
idea is
than
that
that.
you're like, get back, you fucking ent. Like you dumb
Yeah.
tree.
Yeah,
I
so
got
like
this, and then you as Evergreen are like, oh wow, that was uncalled for, and then now resent Shade for it.
yeah, so like this what happens, right? So like we're fighting and stuff, and like just as you're about to like come up, I'm just like, God damn it, you stupid look of a tree, get back! I got this. I don't need your freakish help. And I just like slash him against like the
Poor Evergreen.
like the wall, but like if you're looking at like Shade, you notice that his eyes have started to like turn completely black.
Yeah. I think that would make you insecure, personally.
I think so. That makes sense to me.
Poor Evergreen.
Poor
That's what I
Evergreen.
think.
I just
He
tried
just wants to help, and he just isn't.
When I mark a condition, I can blame it on somebody, and
Oh, yeah, you could blame it
I already
on.
got 1+1 forward on
I
Shade.
just
Looks like it's going back to Shade for throwing shade, man.
For that Shade.
I just got a question about clearing conditions. It's you get, if I remember well, actions clearing conditions.
Yes, certain actions
Yeah.
can clear
But
additions.
it's
There's
at the end
there's
of the
a-
scene, isn't it?
I think it has to resolve. Yeah. So during your break times, away from being a hero, you can like throw yourself into self-indulgence or like do these kinds of things. I think that's a waiting action. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When you're not
Well,
doing combat.
certain
Oh.
things clear certain conditions.
No.
So, like anger, I think you have to lash out physically at somebody.
Yeah.
Like go too far, like if
No.
you're beating someone up and stuff.
Oh, it's actually in the
At the end of a scene.
second base
Yeah.
move. I found it. So it's
Yeah.
it feels at the end of any scene in which you take the corresponding action. So
In which you take
Yeah,
what sort of action?
exactly. That's why earlier I was asking if I could get in the way of Shade's like powerful blow because I wanted to absolve
Yeah.
guilty.
Okay.
I
But-
see.
okay.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. But,
There are also certain,
uh,
like, if you roll well on certain moves, they'll let you take away conditions and stuff. I think there's, like, RP stuff you can do. Like, I think for, like, Insecure, if you, like, sequester yourself away and refuse to see people. Also, your teammates can support you and, like,
Yeah.
try and help you after.
Yeah,
which is-
teammate can heal a condition through certain scenarios.
yeah, the main
Um,
one being support.
Just a bit of a flavor, like
Sorry for that.
that's okay. Just a bit of a flavor, like after I said them, I was like back. Like I don't just smash him against like the wall. I do it like a few times.
It's just like dum 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 dum
Yeah.
dum dum dum. So he lands.
Bouncing his head off a wall. Wow.
He like staggers up and he's like got a bit of blood coming down from his like forehead, and he's still got his swords up though. But he's like looking at you like, what the fuck happened to my little brother? And as he's kind of watching you, your sister like appears next to him, like out of a shadow, steps out of the shadow, grabs his shoulder, and they both fade, like, and they're gone. And there's like kind of after silence. You're waiting for them to reappear. You're waiting for them to reappear. And then Pry runs into the room, like,
Damn, that's totally not the experience. But yeah, yeah, it's fine.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I think this.
I was hoping I was just like be able to show up after and just like slow clap in like the destruction, and then just like
I
look
think,
around and be like, "Well done, guys. You really handled this one well."
Yeah, as blood drips from the sailing from the smashed guys.
Oh yeah.
In
Did
that
they
moment,
fall down and die
yeah, I was going to
again?
say, in that moment, gravity. Well, they're not dead. They're you know, comic book unconscious. Like they probably should be dead, but they're okay. They fall at that moment, and then they all suddenly stop falling, like, and just like hover off the ground.
Yeah.
It wasn't you, Vector.
Oh, wasn't me.
No.
Oh,
Quantum Flux, like hovers into the room.
no.
Like his arms like crossed. What does Quantum Flux look like?
He has got to have a cape and a skin tight suit with all his muscles showing, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So he's like he's a full Superman.
Yeah, really simple costume, like full spandex cape, no mask because he
He doesn't need
doesn't
one.
care,
Yeah.
and with really bright eyes, like the full cosmic entity.
Yeah. I'm imagining more Firestorm
Vision,
though than
right?
yeah, or Vision, like where Superman's quite simple and like
Yeah.
you know, handsome all American guy. This one's a bit more ethereal.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like he's got like these glowing eyes that leave like an after trail and stuff, and
Oh man,
his costume is simple but kind of intimidating at the same time.
like lots of really powerful colors, gold and blue and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Cosmic energies.
and he's like, so he looks around and at the destruction and goes, priceless artifacts of time, crushed in moments.
Can I start tallying up the count and just be like, so this is what it's gonna shake out in the end? Like just like going around like cataloging it. Oh, here's another similar artifact that was worth
He clicks his
$50,000.
fingers and mutes Pry.
I'm
Pry's mouth is still moving, but no one can hear
I
anything.
imagine it's like kind of Daft Punk, where like now I'm just like making images on my helmet pass, and like instead of talking, it's just like dollar signs going up and down.
It's like,
I'm like texting you maybe.
yeah. And Vector's like, I told you. Sorry, not Vector. He's like, Vector, I told you your power should not be used around in these circumstances. You are too unstable.
Yeah, I know, Master, but civilians were in danger. I had to interfere. Couldn't let them be killed.
Yeah, and this is, I think, Evergreen comes up behind Vector and he like grabs Vector by the seat of his pants. Like Vector's probably already floating a little bit, but he grabs him anyway, and he's like, "Without him, we couldn't have done it." Like in his own like celebrating way.
Like this one,
We saved them.
Yeah. As this happens,
Does Vector react?
Shade tries to take the relic from you, Vector. Do you let him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he slips it away.
I do openly. I just take it and
Yeah,
just
it's just
turn,
like,
turn it my back.
like this should be mine, so I'll take this. Evergreen, it sounds like you're trying to defend Vector from because you can defend from non-aggressive things as well. You can defend from verbal sort of attacks, which is he's clearly trying to influence Vector here.
I'm doing two things. First, I gotta know how does Vector react to like me grabbing him and picking him up? Are you like repulsed by me, or are you like he's my teammate? It's okay. Like how do you treat?
You're like the cool big guy, so it's okay. That's what you do.
Okay. So then I can clear a condition from that because you're treating like a normal human being. That's one of my team moves. So I remove insecure from that, and I can defend you without a negative. So let's do that. Savior. Yeah, Savior. Boop. Boop. No, it's kind of a hit. My first kind of a hit today, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you crashed through
so
that
I can
wall
choose-
really well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry, and I scared those people. Oops.
Yeah, you had a strong start, and then it just went downhill.
Yeah, it's totally what he is. It's perfect. But I choose one, right?
No, you only choose one if you get the 10+. On a 7 to 9, it costs you expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. So he's not going to try and influence Vector because he looks at you, and like his eyes, like his glowing eyes, narrow, and he's got like silver hair, kind of like Vector, but it's like always moving and flowing because of the cosmic power. And he goes, "You're right. You're right. I shouldn't be angry with him. And he kind of like moves his hand, and a bunch of like the shards of like Ming vase come out of like your like plant matter, and he like hovers it in front of you, turns it around, and goes like this: "You have no control over your power. Disappointing. Vector should choose better friends."
He's trying to influence me.
Like as he's doing this, I'm kind of
What do you-
standing there, looking at Relic, and because of my like doom signs, I have infinite power as part of my doom signs that I can just call upon. As he's trying to like intimidate and kind of like piss off my friend, and I know I just hurt him, can I just kind of like, my eyes are still black, give him a look and kind of just irradiate this kind of infinite power around him, just to kind of say like, you said too much towards my friend.
So does infinite power not like let you just choose basically a move from any playbook to use once? It has like an actual
It does,
mechanical
yeah.
use.
And I'm thinking like cosmic energies, because cosmic energies is from like one of them. So I'm thinking like if I use it, can I use it the cosmic energies kind of like kind of contest his kind of power to say like you're not the only powerhouse in the room kind of thing.
I feel like it's actually a move.
I mean, maybe
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
I believe
yeah,
it
because
is.
I got to
It's
reject my
moves.
influence, right?
Mhm.
Do I have to reject
Well,
his influence, or is that?
Well, it depends. I'm not sure if
Because
Shade is trying to, perhaps. I'm not sure if Shade's trying to defend you or not.
Yeah, I'm trying to defend him.
Okay,
So I guess that would just be
Okay, 'cause
rolling
I-
spirit. Normally, this would involve like what's it called? Normally, I think for this, it's you just take a move of your choice from any playbook. So you just suddenly get a cool random extra power.
It's
But in this
defend
case,
or
I'll just
something.
let you use it. I'll just let you use it to show off your power, like outside of the normal mechanical use.
Okay, because I think if it's like defend or something, right?
Yeah, but defend is just a
Yeah.
basic move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, rather than a
I'm
playbook.
trying. It's gonna be hard to.
Some Doom's a good one if you know the playbooks quite well, because you could just be like, I want to use the vector power that lets me just roll a 10, kind of thing. Although I don't know how that would work with burn and stuff, but in this case, yeah, you can roll to defend, roll
I
superior.
don't think you can
no.
take things like
Just abilities.
burn or the bull's heart,
Nah,
Yeah,
or
it's
they
just
are
abilities.
not really
Yeah,
moves.
I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, roll to defend. Everyone's just standing up for each other. Everyone's like standing.
Yeah. Yeah. I was either.
Couldn't I like reject my master's influence?
You don't
Like,
have to, because Evergreen defended you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say he could either do the defend thing or he could use a team point to help me reject the influence, but both work.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
so it's the same as last time. So it's again, you either escalate or you become the the product of his ire. I think this time you've like he's not going to like try and influence you now, Shay. He's not going to like go, I'm going to make fun of you, and then I'm going to make fun of you, and then you. Instead, you just see his like eyes narrow and like glare, and you can tell like he's not going to attempt to. He's not influencing you. He's not like saying something about you, but he's legitimately annoyed. Like you've like he's like a Silver Age hero. He's one of the great badasses of the world, and these kids are giving him a hard time. So I guess this is the Quantum Flux will remember this moment. Kind of comes up. Maybe I
Yeah. Does he gain influence over one of us? Like does quantum? Because I think all adults have influence over us.
Yeah, he doesn't need to gain influence. He already has it. He just gets it.
We all pretty much know him, right?
Yeah. Everyone knows Quantum Flux.
Yeah, so that would make sense.
Yeah. Well, any adult has influence over you.
Oh,
So
that
if he's
also
not
makes
able to
sense.
stop, if he's not able to stop the situation, do I still have to reject the influence?
No,
He
because
just, like, made the
he
situation-
did manage to defend you. He just caused an escalation, which in this case is Quantum Flux. He's not
It's like a
going
turn on the turn clock now, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
I'm imagining a turn clock, and he's like, you filled in a segment of like Quantum Flux's ire.
Okay. Sounds right.
It's not like he's just gonna vaporize all of you like in a blast of energy. It's just like he's maybe going to be less likely to stand up for your group in the future.
Yeah.
But he's not going to try and influence.
Yeah.
He's done this. So he lands and begins like. Sorry, what were you going to say, Evergreen?
I was just looking at the influence rules, and I was seeing, because I was interested in seeing like what would happen if like what this guy was going to change about me. So is there a way I can use my influence to negate what you did? Because I think that's how it works, right?
I don't. I guess I'm learning the rules too.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's it
People
says
can use their influence to like shift other people's
If you have
label.
influence with Shade,
Yeah.
you could give him a -2 to that roll.
yeah. This is what I can do right here. Yeah. So when I take advantage of my influence over someone, surrender the influence I hold, and I can give a -2. Inflict a condition on them, or add additional +1 to a move like targeting them. And I want to make that a negative, and I just want to see like what this guy's trying to impose on Evergreen.
Yeah, and in the
Like-
fiction, this is maybe Evergreen being very.
Separating himself from Shade, like you don't need to defend me.
Yeah.
I can take care of myself.
It might also be
Like-
that Evergreen is quite malleable to this kind of influence at this stage in his life because he's so concerned, like with his image and stuff. So let's
Exactly.
see, what's
That's
he going to put up? I think he's going to try and put down. He's saying you're dangerous. Definitely, like it would be freak or dangerous, but you're already at full freak. Statistically, the plan is to start and preemptively help, except reduce damage and casualty. If that was the plan, start. Yeah, well,
That's my quipping. I'm silent currently.
oh yeah,
so.
you're saying that like it's maybe coming up in text on your screen. He wants
Yeah,
to put
I'm
your
like
danger
talking.
up. He's saying that you're dangerous and uncontrolled, and your savior down.
Okay, so
My attempt
save
is
her
to defend
down.
it by saying,
He doesn't want anyone
Like-
to defend him. Let's not have
Yeah,
more
I
people
don't
defending
want
the
to,
guy who
right.
doesn't want to be
Yeah.
defended.
but I feel like it's for the better of the whole group, though, because if our group is under the ire of an authority now, if we're continuing to, like engage him, it's just going to make us go down in his eyes.
no.
So I'm
The-
kind of,
no,
I guess
he
my character's trying to.
changed the role originally.
Mm.
No longer is it going to
Yeah.
escalate. I get to make a move instead. So the situation with him has no longer escalated because
Yeah.
he's
Oh, okay,
retroactively
never mind.
changed things.
Yeah,
I'll be
it's
making-
kind of like a retcon in a way.
Yeah, it's a bit of a retcon. I'll be making a move instead of some kind. I haven't decided yet.
Never mind. Well, anyways, my character sees that this is
Uh,
potentially dangerous towards the rest of us as a unit and is trying to negate that. Sorry.
So you're trying to.
Uh,
Can
it's
you
mainly
defend?
like directly at me, right? I just have to reject my
It's
influence,
mostly
right?
the group.
move I
I'm
have
not
to make.
necessarily defending a person. I just don't want us as a group to be less effective.
Well, hang on a sec.
You can, if that, continue forward onwards.
I know,
as
but
if I didn't do anything.
I don't know if it's an. I don't say if it's an NPC threat here. It might be a PC threat because the threat is Evergreen's own willingness to take this on.
Yeah, so I'm trying to like negate this from happening. I don't know.
I mean,
If you want, do you have influence over me? Do you have influence over me at all?
But he can only give you.
I know who you were. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So here we can do. I think at least this is my idea. I can try to reject the influence, and you can give me a -2 on that rejecting the influence. So all of the ire comes on me and not the team.
Shit, I totally don't want to do that, but my character's totally going to do that.
Yeah, it's worth
All right,
saying.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
It's worth
it's
saying
all,
that
it's all
right
about it.
now-
We're teenagers.
It's worth saying that right now, his opinion of you is the escalation didn't happen, so his opinion of you has not gotten worse.
Okay.
And it's not going
So-
to get worse, even if he rejects it, probably. So you don't. That's worth saying. Like the his opinion getting worse of you guys is no longer happening.
Okay.
What's happening
Glad that's
instead?
alright.
So did you still want to?
I'll see how this shakes out. I do know I have influence over you. If I feel like your interaction with this is, I can do this retroactively, right? If he does this,
Yeah.
I can just be like,
Yep.
So we'll see how this shakes out. Continue. Sorry.
Okay, so,
So,
you have to. He's
reject
trying to shift your
influence?
labels with influence. If you want to reject it on a hit, you just got to roll 2d6.
There we go. Got a 9.
Got a 9. So on a 9, choose one. Clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. Shift one label up and down of your choice. Cancel their influence on you, +1 and +1 forwards.
Okay.
So you can either
I
get
think-
potential by immediately like trying to prove him wrong, or you can shift your own labels yourself by kind of just like shoring up and going, no, you're wrong.
Okay, so if he thinks I'm a danger to the group and he thinks that I'm not a good friend for Vector, I think maybe this isn't like a permanent thing, but maybe for Evergreen, he just puts Vector down. I'm picking the first one, clear a condition and mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong.
Mhm.
I just put Vector down and I like leave the scene. Like I'm not his friend, like in his eyes. Like if that's strong enough, like Evergreen just leaves like I won't destroy anything else, I'll just stay away.
So you like deliberately show your distance from him and like
Yeah.
I think he's more saying though, isn't he? More saying that you're
I'm a danger to everybody.
a danger to you're just in general a danger. Like he's trying to prove that you are dangerous and not a protector. So you'd have to prove to him either you're not dangerous, or that you are you protect people.
I think. Okay, then. If that doesn't work, I don't think there's a way to like prove him wrong in this current situation. So I won't clear the condition and mark potential. I'll just shift a different label and like I'll change how I feel about me then instead of how he feels about me.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
So,
So yeah,
instead
he's
of
stressing that you're dangerous and you're not able to protect people.
Okay, so I'm gonna shift my savior.
Oh, clutch!
And I'm gonna shift my savior up one, and then I think superior is like just feeling better than people, right?
A little bit, yeah. It's
Or-
feeling
Yeah.
See, superior or mundane, one of those two I'm gonna take down.
Mundane makes you feel normal. Superior makes you feel better than human. Well, better than other people.
Yeah. So the two ways to maybe think it would be if you shift protector up and superior down, it's like getting more of a martyrdom complex.
Yeah, it's a lot. It'd be like
it's not about me; it's about helping others.
Okay,
Exactly.
yeah, I definitely gotta go with that. Yeah, so I'm shifting my savior up and my superior down, and I just like learn my place basically in this, or at least I think, because this is how I feel about myself. I think I've learned my place after this bigger and more impressive hero put me there.
Cool. So, Quantum Flux lands and looks around at the group. He unmutes Pry, and raises his hands.
Finally.
And like begins to he can't like reform all the damage you've done, but he like stuff like the sarcophagus goes into the correct place and like stuff starts to stand up at the very least, so it doesn't look so much like a hill. And then he like moves his hand and all the downed cultists like what is do you have an idea of what Quantum Flux's powers actually are, Victor?
I don't know. It's all about cosmic energies. Though, so
if it's called
like Silver Surfer, power cosmic.
If it's power cosmic stuff, then all the criminals disappear.
Okay.
And like it's like they're somewhere secure.
Asgard or fucking something. I don't know.
Yeah. Just jail. There's just a jail cell they keep empty for him to teleport people into.
What a fucking clutch interaction to have with the cops. Just keep this one empty. I use this one.
It says like Quantum Flux's holding cell on it.
Yeah.
After Evergreen obviously threw off my defense kind of thing quite blatantly, I kind of just gave him a cold kind of shock look. I didn't really show that much on my face, and I was just kind of just whatever. And I can turn my back completely to the group, and I'm just focusing directly on the relic now, feeling very detached and everything.
Cool.
Yeah. Don't forget to mark potential because you failed.
Did I fail? I didn't fail.
He made you fail. From a 7 to
I made you fail. I made you fail, so you get experience.
Nice.
Cool. So I think we
feel sad. I need
I still love you, Shade. Don't worry.
So I think we
I just like the tug and pull. It's interesting to me.
Yeah. Cool. So I think we fade out there for a second, and we're gonna come back later.